Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on DatoCMS course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, get a hold of me right there, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Send me an email with questions, comments, ideas, anything. Just send it to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Today, I have a special guest presenter. His name is Rodrigo Barona. He's an engineering and design lead at Wunderman Thompson. And he's going to show us how to create landing pages using the Atomic Design System. And the Atomic Design System is a great system which he's going to tell you a little bit about, where it started more for design systems, right? For the design side of things, which is now being brought into content modeling. So you're going to learn a lot about that and into coding as well. So a lot of stuff to learn today. But before we get started, you know how that goes. I'm going to tell you real quick about headlesscreator.com. Just go there, get your free account. You're going to have access to this lesson on demand right after we're done. But you'll also have access to the entire Focus on DatoCMS course, which has a bunch of stuff. As you can see, lots and lots of lessons there. And on top of that, you're also going to have access to basically everything, including Content Modeling Weekly, Discover Headless Tech, all the Focus on courses, the bootcamp courses, the first one being the personalization bootcamp, many more bootcamp courses coming online. Lots of stuff in there. So stay tuned for that. Also, for those of you that didn't know, I do offer also consulting services, so check that out. If you need help, just reach out to me. Alrighty, so again, get your free account. You won't regret it. You'll get lots and lots of stuff. Now, having said that, you know how this works out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and restart the intro here, because for the on-demand version, there's absolutely no marketing whatsoever. So I will see you in just 10 seconds. Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on DatoCMS course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, you can get a hold of me right there, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Send me an email with questions, comments, whatever you like. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Today, my special guest presenter is Rodrigo Barona. He's an engineering and design lead at Wunderman Thompson. And he's going to show us how to work with DatoCMS using the Atomic Design System and create landing pages with that. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything else about him because I'm actually going to bring him in. Rodrigo, welcome. How are you, sir?
Hi, how are you? Really fine here.
Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for the invite. I'm really excited about sharing what is going on with DatoCMS with the community. And yeah, I want to show a lot of stuff today.
Yep, definitely. Before we get started, like to get to know you better, the audience too. So real quick, where are you located now?
Right now I am located in Lisbon, in Portugal. I am original from Valencia, from Spain, but we live here with my family for the last 12 years, and I really like this ocean coast.
Oh, nice. So you speak Portuguese and Spanish?
Yeah, I speak Portuguese, Spanish, and a little bit of English.
Right. I know you did great in English. Did you learn Portuguese when you went to Portugal, or did you already know it?
Yeah, I started learning in Spain with my wife because I want to interact with my father-in-laws and so on.
They're Portuguese.
They're Portuguese. But I jumped to Portugal basically with no sense of writing and so on. I was to learn on job, and a lot of tools and word corrections and so on helped me to learn, because it's not exactly similar. It is similar to Spanish, but it's not equal, and it has this nuance. But yeah, it's going well.
Right. I speak Spanish because I'm originally from Argentina, and I can understand some Brazilians because they speak Portuguese. So I can understand some words here and there, but you got to learn a new language, basically.
Yeah, normally for the Spanish people it's easy to read because it's more or less the same, but to speak and to listen really quick is not the same way.
Very different. Yeah, definitely. So you're in tech, and you do project management with Wunderman Thompson. Real quick, how did you get into tech?
Yeah, I become industrial design in college, and then move from web design. And web design, I want to not only design the websites, but want to build it. And then I started working with a lot of WordPress in the beginning, really early days of WordPress, and I really passionate about building things and logics and so on. And then moved to more development and production digital. And from the last 12 years, yeah, I'm here in Portugal. I'm working in a bunch of global agencies, always in the digital department, with working a lot with creative people, production, and all in the between. And I work a lot like a solution engineer or solution architecture to help the clients to understand more the digital department and platforms and so on. And yeah, it's really fun.
Cool. So I always like to end my interviews with something personal. Let's pretend you couldn't get into tech. What would you have done? What was your other thing, your other passion?
In the beginning, in my early days, I always like to build things, and I think about to be a carpenter,
Oh, okay.
and I
So
worked
with your
in the beginning.
hands,
Yeah, with the
different
hands.
than a mouse.
Yeah, but in the end, you build things, and the wood is a really pleasure raw material to work with them, and I always think about to building furniture and so on.
Yeah.
I really like that
I
part.
have a friend that actually does that as a side thing, and he's really good at it. Do you do it on the side for fun or no?
I do it with my parent when I was a kid, and I love it. Right now, we have 3 kids, and
And no
and it's
time.
yeah, and it's not, and I hope with the kids will be a little bit older. I have more time to, and I want always to build a workshop at home to have time to do that. Yeah, I'm really
Definitely.
on that.
That sounds fun, man. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah. It's my dream.
Awesome. Well, hey, you can do it. All right, Rodrigo, I'm going to go ahead and show your screen right now. We can see your
Okay.
screen there. For those of
Yeah.
you watching live, if you have any questions, there's the chat area. Just put in your question there for Rodrigo, and I will ask it as he's presenting. Rodrigo, it's all yours. I'll jump in with my own questions.
Okay, perfect. It's a pleasure to show that. Basically, this we work in a digital agency, and we produce a lot of websites, platforms, e-commerce, and so on. And one of the things that a lot of clients needs is landing page, right? For all the marketing campaigns, and they have to land in some places. And we bring up a great solution to build easy landing page with a lot of needs. And today I bring in two demo fake examples, are not for AT&T. It's only to think about that. And imagine that you have the brief that say, okay, you have to build a landing page for AT&T that is for the sales seasons and so on, and you need to put a bunch of content on that. For example, we have a hero banner here that announces the sales and an image with them. Then we create another section that is, for example, our brand. This is the brands that they are working with them. You have the logo type, you have a little description and so on. And then start the important part, and that is, okay, a section with a bunch of smartphones they are selling and a little description on that. At the end, we have another banner promotion for the store or for whatever part, and a side text. Okay, and for finalize, we have a normal footer. Okay, this kind of landing page can have a lot of content, and we can make a lot of different landing page for different parts of the year. For example, we can have this the sales season, but then we have the after Christmas, we have the summer season, and so on. And always we have the same brands, and some of them the same telephones. And then we can build landing page for this. And imagine that we have another client that is, for example, Verizon. Okay, it's another world client that has their own imagery, their own text, but in the end they are selling the same phones. Okay, the basic material is the same. They have phones, like iPhones and so on, and they have different presentation, they have different banners, and then they have different deals with some carriers, some manufacturings. Okay. The idea here is, okay, I have to build and maintain and scale different landing pages for different clients, but I have to reuse a lot of the content because it's what it is. And with that in mind, we bring the atomic design principles to this equation. And I will introduce a little bit the atomic design principle. What is this? Normally, in the traditional design, we build basically templates as the structure of one page, and then put the UI design and develop the pages. Okay, but every time you need a new page, you create a new template. And if you have to change the colors or have to change one model or so on, you change it every time you have a different template. That is not scalable, it's not easy to maintain, and it's not easy to replicate. With the atomic design principles, we break all the templates in different organisms that are pieces of content, and this piece of content are built in another little piece of content, and this piece of content or molecules are different atoms. Okay, with these things, every time I have to change, I don't know, the title of the style of the title, I can go to the atom, change the style of the title, and replicate in every molecule organism a template that is using on it. It's really easy to scale it, and it's really easy to maintain. Okay, and when you have to reuse different contents for different sections for different projects and so on, is really useful.
So, quick question. So,
yeah,
you would have for example, a color atom,
yeah,
and use the same template, but you would have multiple colors atoms, and then depending on what you want, the template is always the same. It just changes the atoms.
Yeah, I change the atoms and then replicate in every molecular organism, and then create different templates because it's the same template but different.
Yeah, based on the template, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
And
cool.
with this in mind, we think, okay, in design makes sense. Why we not can do the same in the content? Because a lot of times, imagine that you have, I don't know, a company description, okay? And you have to say about acme.inc. You have the text, but then you have another page that you have in the bottom the text. You have to use it another time, and if you change one text, it's not replicated another part, and that makes sense. And with this issue and with top of mind, we bring it all these concepts to the content modeling. Okay. And for that, DatoCMS is a great platform that we find to fit all our needs, and we can customize and adapt as much as possible as we want, and helps a lot us and our clients to manage their content and to manage different kinds of options. Okay, here in Data, I will explain a little bit what's going on here in the sidebar, because sidebar is a little bit different from the normal website. We have three main areas: Content Hub, sections, a landing page. And then definitions only helps us to set up different definitions for different websites or different brands. Let me jump a little bit in Content Hub first. And so, okay, for example, Content Hub has the information about brands, products, and articles. Articles would be news or something like that. And they are as simple as possible. For example, here we have the brands, and say, okay, I want to have brands to use it in different areas, not only in logotypes like here. I want to show it here, but I want to show it in other parts of the site. Then I define a content type that's called brands, and each brands I create different sections, different fields. A brand name that is unique. I can't have two Apple brands. It's only one, and this is one of the really important things about atomic design is the single source of truth. for example, again, back to the atom, if I have a red color, I have only one red color defined in all the platform. If I want to change to red to carmine, I go to red, change it, and change every place. It's not allowed to have two reds. The same with the content. It's not allowed to have two apples. Okay. Then we define some fields, like tag field, logo type, some images that could be nice for some situations, a description, and a website. Okay, and we can create as many fields as we need, but every time I have to, add more information about the brand, has to be here in the brand section. And then this is the list of brands I can create, whatever, how many brands I need, no problem about that. And again, another content hub, another great thing is products, because I am showing here a lot of the products for the client. For example, iPhone 13, the new release. I say, okay, iPhone 13 is an Apple product, right? Then I pull the data from the brand content hub, and they say, okay, this product belongs to Apple. Then I have the title, some description, and then some gallery. And some gallery, I pull some images. I can pull another kind of content like videos or 3Ds and whatever I need, and say, okay, this image is rated to a color that is pink. Okay, I can add or change a lot of colors because, again, the color is only one. And these colors help us not only to identify the product, and then we can use it in the future to filtering, to change the background of the section or whatever. I can use it.
So the colors are coming from the colors content type, right? So that's
that here.
Right. So that's a reference. That color field is a reference to the colors content type.
We use a lot in DatoCMS the link to reference one thing to another.
References. Yep.
Because in the end, like you see, this atom is a reference for this. Okay, right. We make the same with the links. We link all the things together, and we can create as many links we want. For example, this is a link to brand, and this is another link to color.
Right, and this becomes scalable because tomorrow we say, hey, we have now a pink color. Let's say you don't have that. You just go to colors, add pink, and automatically you can add it there.
Yeah, I can add it here. I say, okay, I don't know, Armin, whatever. I set the color, and this is more or less this, whatever color, and I can have a definition if one. For example, in the when the brands define the colors, okay, this is the night blue that represents the desert of the Arizona, whatever. I can have here the description of that.
Right.
Okay. And then I can save it if I want. And one of the other things about DatoCMS that I have multilingual. If I want it, I can add more languages and change the red to vermelho or to rojo if I need. And it's always the same item. It's not different items. Okay, if I publish, then it's available. It's here. I can add more of them, or I can change it, and so on. Okay, then we have brands, have products. Product has attributes that are colors, and I have all the colors here, and I can make as many attributes I need. I have some clients that have 20 different attributes, and then I can use it for different parts of the websites and so on. And for this example, I have another great thing, that's articles. Okay, I can create a new article and say, what is the article? The article is the title, description, an image, and a content. And then again, for the atomic design, I can make different tags for the product, link to tags, different. I can use it for different websites, brands, and then define the SEO and so on. Okay, this is the content hub. And again, if we have any data that is usable for different parts of the website or of the different landing page, we have to create it here in Content Hub. And if we need it, we can create more content types and put it in Content Hub. But yes, think about always that all that we have here are unique brands, are unique products, and we can't repeat this. Okay, I have iPhone 13 Pro Max, okay, and iPhone 13 is different, but we don't have two iPhone 13s. Okay, with all this, I have these add-ons, okay. Basically, we are talking about this and some of them. You see, for example, the product is a molecule because they have some atoms and brands and other atoms like colors, okay. There, between atoms and molecules, we create all the things in Content Hub, and that's it. I can't create more than that in Content Hub. Then we move to the next level of the program, the organism. The organism is what? Is a group of molecules and some atoms arranged to show something. Okay, then we have sections. Section for me are blocks or section blocks, whatever, and I categorize in different areas only for easy to use. Then in content,
and
blocks,
just for people to know, you can create folders within DatoCMS at the bottom, and that's how you're organizing everything.
I love this. I create so many folders I needed, and then I can link to a specific model or scenario, or simply like here are folders with nothing, only to arrange things. And then I can rearrange for example, I can add this here to here and keep it. Because I am admin, I can change the order, but then with the client is editor, they can't change it. It's only that way. But they feel that is completely their own website. It's not the other person's website.
It's not out of the box. It's configurable by you. Other people can call it, instead of Content Hub, it's a Content Center if you wanted to. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah, for me, Content Hub makes sense and explains, is auto-explanatory, but yeah.
Yep.
And then sections. Sections, we come back to the landing page. For me, this is a section. Okay, this is a group of content. This is another section. Okay, and again, this is another section and another section. Okay, there are 4 sections here in the landing page. We have the header, and we have the footer. Coming back to DatoCMS, we can use different kinds of sections. The more simple one are the text, that basically we have a text and with some design, and then I can add or not the title and subtitle. I can explain this a little bit later. I have text images, sorry about it. I have text images here, images, galleries, logo types, and so on. I think that the easy way to understand that is in the logo types. What is a section of logo types? It's a typical section of that your client said, okay, I need to put our brands, our partners, or whatever deals we have, this is logo types. Okay, then said, okay, I have a section that I put a name only to identify, only it's internal, it's not public, okay, because I really use it for the list of the content types, because we have thousands of them. Helps us to have some name conventions. And then say, okay, I have the content, this important part. I said, okay, I want to add a header. A header for me is a title and subtitle. And if you come back here, this is a title, and the subtitle could be here, like this. It's a title, a subtitle. I say, okay, this section, that is logo types, please add me this part. That is the header. And I put a text, and I can add a description if I want, and then say, okay, I'm pulling some brands for these logo types that is coming from where? The content type. Always, this is the brands, okay? Then I say, okay, I want 3 brands, that is Apple, Samsung, and Google Pixel. And these are again, links from DatoCMS. And one of the great things about the links is that you can pull it and you can rearrange them. You can rearrange the entity wherever you want. And you can say, okay, I want to add one more brand. It pull it the brands content type and say, please add me this to my logo type. Okay. Then we have 5. What is the order you want? Okay, I want Xiaomi, the second one, and yeah. And then I have
So there's a quick question,
yeah.
because it relates to here. Sorry to interrupt you there, but
Yeah, of course.
so the question is from Samid is, so the Content Hub is like the place for all our atoms, and this is the atoms that you're pulling from the Content Hub, right?
Yeah, the Content Hub is this area. This is the atoms and molecules. Okay?
Right.
And the sections are this.
Exactly.
Okay, this is the organism.
Right.
Our
So Content Hub is atoms and molecules.
Yeah, because some of the Content Hub entries, like products, are so complex that need to use some other atoms that we have here, for example. Okay.
Perfect.
And yeah, I can rearrange that. I can edit. And one of the other great things about the DatoCMS is I don't